My name is Gail, and I want to welcome you all to the Fiberside Summer Crawl. Today is August 18th, and we're going to be visiting 4 amazing shops. But before I do, I want to say thank you for being here today. The Fiberside program began as a need for us all to work together as shops and get through the pandemic, and what it has done since has been nothing short of amazing with our 39 collaborating shops. And you guys are the ones that are possibly the most important part, because you show up and let us provide that programming. Today, I want to say a special shout out to the Fiberside moderator group. These are the folks that have been planning this summer crawl since August of last year. And again, this is our 3rd year of doing a summer crawl. So I want to give a shout out to Cynthia Heislop from Yarniverse, Laura Dobratz from Four Pearls, Kaiwen Bethany from Net ATX, Brenda Hedstrom from Southern Beach Yarns, Debbie Floyd from Dances with Wool, Andy Lockwood at Craftworks, and Lori Tyron Pandit. She is our amazing paid. Wonderful this year we can afford to pay someone to be our Fiberside coordinator. This is an opportunity to travel and visit small businesses and work together. We have 4 guests today, and to keep us on time, I'll be monitoring the clock closely. We'll have a Q&A with the shops during their 15 minutes. So if you would, use the chat, stay muted, and put your questions into the chat so I can keep an eye on that and we can ask questions as time allows. You're going to get some information dropped into the chat, including some of the links to the websites and the names of the presenters. And you'll have everything you need either through the chat or at the thank you email so that you can shop and support these groups. It's going to be exciting. We have 8 winners today that will be announced. They're randomly drawn from everyone who's registered as an all-access pass holder. If your name's called, you'll get a $25 gift card from the shop that calls your name. And trust me, someone will be in touch with you to give you the details on how to get your gift card. So today we're going to visit Stephanie from Uncommon Threads, BettyAnn from The Sated Sheep, Stacey from Center of the Yarniverse, Lisa from Cast On, Cast Off. Let's get started. Today we start our tour with Stephanie Hein from Uncommon Threads in Los Altos, California. Welcome, Stephanie.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Gail, and all the moderators for making this possible. It is an interesting challenge to try to tell you about my shop in just 15 minutes. So I've got a little slide presentation to sort of boil down what I think are the most important things that I'd like you to know. So bear with me while I get this up. There. All right. So we are located in Los Altos, California, which is on the San Francisco Peninsula, sort of south of the Bay, and it's in the heart of Silicon Valley. So this is kind of an interesting, oh, here's me. This is kind of an interesting place to be because we have so many engineers in a very small radius. There's a lot of tech companies here, a lot of people doing math and science, people coming to Stanford. And what I find is that they are also really interested in doing things with their hands that they can actually touch and feel and see and be creative. So it's an interesting balance when people come into the shop. The other thing that means is lots of people are moving here from other places. They might be here temporarily on a job or because of school or because they're visiting the hospital. And so our shop is often a meeting point for people who are new to the area and they want to get to know others. So that is actually a really special privilege that I have. Here we are. The shop has been around for 40 years. I took over 15 years ago. I'll be celebrating 15 years in November, and a lot of things have changed since then. One thing that has not really changed is that we are a flagship store. So we carry very deep inventory of Rowan yarns and patterns. And we're also very crochet friendly. We've added Tunisian crochet as well as tapestry crochet. And we're just generally interested in anything fiber. All right. This page is really what is essential for me, and that is that everybody who comes in the door feels welcome, no matter if they have never picked up a hook or a needle, whether they are advanced, but maybe they're a really good crocheter and they're like, oh, this looks like a knit shop. I want everybody coming in to feel like they're welcome and that they belong. And once they get started on a project, we are there to support you 100%. We offer classes, we offer knit alongs, we offer private lessons, drop in help. You can come in if it's a quick fix, we'll get you going because we want you to have success with your project. That is the most important thing, is that you feel good about what you are making. And doesn't matter if it is a baby blanket with wool acrylic yarn or, a cashmere sweater. They're all equally important to you, and they're important to us. And the last thing that is super important to me, to have fun and be joyful about all of these projects and about getting to know the people who are sitting at the table next to you, making new friends, and just having a good time. This is why we knit and crochet, right? Because it's fun. It's not a chore. And so we really want to reinforce that with whatever it is you're doing. All right. Lots of yapping here. So my daughter calls it yapping. All right. So what makes us different? Well, as a Northern California shop, um, it is warm most of the year. And so we have quite a lot of lightweight yarns, lace weight, fingering, and we blend those together. We also have mostly natural fibers. So wool, alpaca, of course, some silk, lots of plant fibers, and blends with plant fibers because that's what really works here in our climate. Also works for people who are sensitive to wool or for people who just run a little warm and they don't want to be really hot in their 100% alpaca sweater. All right, let's see some yarn. What I've tried to do is pick out the yarns that are some of our most popular, most distinctive, along with some projects that work really well with these yarns. And we're going to start with Ito. So Ito is it's a German brand, but the yarns are made in Japan. And what you see here is Ito Kinu, which is a raw silk. It's 100% raw silk. It's lace weight, and you can see it's got this interesting tweedy texture. Um, it's not shiny like mulberry silk, but it still has that incredible drape. So whether you're working with it by itself or with something else or held double, it has this really beautiful drape. And this Sancho top here is one that anytime I put it out on the mannequin, people ask about it because it has a nice casual look, but it feels really cottony and luxurious. And so this is actually three colors. You've got the denim color held throughout, and in the body it's a light gray, and the sleeves it's a charcoal. It's just a really neat. Kinu, like I said, is silk. Sensai is silk and mohair, so you get even more drape when you put those together. And this Alive and Kicking top by Melanie Berg has the most incredible drape and swing. It's an A-line, and if you look at the pattern, you look at the ease, you're like, oh my gosh, that's humongous. I can't wear that. But because the fabric is so light and because it has so much drape, it just falls really nicely on your body and it just is gorgeous and it feels like heaven. It's truly amazing. And it's a fun knit too, I hear. Okay, so one of the things we love to do here as well is mix yarns from different brands. We have a good number of yarns by La Bien-Aimée. One of my absolute favorites is Felix, which is a lace weight blend of, I think it's Falkland and Gotland wool. So it is a woolly wool. It's very squishy. When you hold that skein in your hands, it just feels really woolly. And sorry. On the top photo here, you can see the beginning of a new ranunculus. And I've held Felix with Kinu because I thought, well, this will be an amazing combination, and I'm really happy with how this is coming out. One of the things I love about combining yarns, these lightweight yarns, is you have so many options for getting different colors. So you can have either the exact same color and it just looks solid, and that's fine. You can have a low contrast and it gives it more interesting depth. or you can have a higher contrast and then you have a tweedy look, but you have all these possibilities. And because there are 2 or more strands held together, you can knit at a bigger gauge without it being heavy. So this ranunculus here, this is like 4 stitches to the inch, which is enormous for lace weight yarn. But for 2 together, it works. I think it works. So I'm excited to keep working on that. Down below is Felix Hell Double. This makes a wonderful sport weight fabric. And it, again, like I said, it's just really squishy, and the tonal dye of the colors works really well when you're holding it double like that. So this is a great combination. Okay, let's see. This is Felix plus Kumo. So Kumo is the brushed Surrey alpaca with silk. And so you can see here again, we've got a bigger gauge. We've got beautiful drape. This sweater is so insanely soft. It is really hard to imagine something could be that soft, but it is a beautiful sweater, very comfortable to wear. And that's, of course, Cumulus by Petite Knit. Super Sock. So this is newer to us. This is a merino and nylon blend. One of the other great things about the lightweight yarns is the value. So this is a 1 skein shawl. With 1 skein of fingering weight, you can make this gorgeous shawl, which is by one of our local designers. And Felix has 700 yards, for example. That ranunculus that I'm working on is 1 skein of Felix and 1 cone of Quinu. Blows my mind that you can make a sweater with just 1 skein. But you can. So this is a lovely, fun project. Continuing with the lightweight yarns, as I mentioned, we are a Rowan flagship store. And of course, one of our most popular yarns and one of Rowan's most popular yarns worldwide is Kid Silkes. This is Wayworn by Melanie Berg. And what I discovered working on this particular shawl is how amazing a silk mohair shawl is for traveling, because it's really light and it squishes down to nothing. So if you are packing for a trip and you don't necessarily want to pack a jacket for the airplane, it can be so cold, a silk mohair shawl is perfect because it's very, very light. It will keep you warm. And then when it's time to put it away, you just mush it down in your bag and it's gone. So definitely, if you haven't worked with silk mohair, and with the trend, I can't imagine there's anyone out there who hasn't, this is a really fun pattern to work on. Again, we're going to combine yarns with Kid Silkes. Felted tweed is probably our 2nd most popular Rowan yarn. It's very lightweight again. Here with The Weekender by Andrew Mowry, you again have the ability to make a bigger gauge fabric with light yarn so it doesn't feel so thick and heavy. One of Rowan's new yarns last fall is this fine tweed haze. And this is a blend of cotton and alpaca and I think a couple of synthetics because it's so fuzzy. And for us Californians, this is a great treat because just because it's warm doesn't mean we don't want to wear those fluffy, warm sweaters. It just doesn't work very well for us. So this is a much lighter weight, and the yardage on this yarn is again, mind-blowing. So here you can see ranunculus with fine tweed haze. We also have this fun vest. Thank you, Gail. I will talk faster. And this is done with like 2 balls of this yarn. So it's a great project. I'm going to pass through this quickly. We do have a knit along coming up soon. You might have heard about it. Our plant fiber blends include Susuro and Via. This is another way for us to sort of get some of that animal fiber mixed in with the plant fiber. We also have local yarns from the coast here, and this is from up north. You can see all this on our information sheet, which is online. We do have a Hat of the Month club. Our next quarter will be starting in October. We do field trips. It's a way to get people together to do fun things. And that's our final slide. So let me stop sharing. I do have a couple of gift card winners. I'm sorry that I went quickly through that last bit, but as I said, you can find all of that on our summary sheet online, and I want to make sure everyone else has time. So our winners today for the gift cards are Patricia Larson in Colorado, congratulations, and Caroline Holkabor, who is in Washington, D.C. So congratulations to you. Since you're both out of state, I will be sending you your gift card through email, so keep an eye out for that.
Whew.
Woo!
Good job, Stephanie. It's hard to cover all the amazing things you do in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a question at 1:04 from Debbie McP about one of the shawls in one of your slides. So if you could circle back and answer that for her, she'd be thrilled, I'm sure.
I will. Happy to. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. We're traveling south to Texas and visiting BettyAnn Chavez in Dripping Springs at the Sated Sheep. Welcome, BettyAnn.
Okay, perfect.
Welcome. Welcome to the Sated Sheep. My name is BettyAnn, and we are a small shop in Dripping Springs, just southwest of Austin, Texas. So come on in, let me give you a tour. We're organized by weight, and as you can see over here in the beginning, we also carry small gifts and bags and little things for everybody. We like to support other small businesses. We have a beautiful seating area here that you can come sit down and knit with us at any time or crochet. And so in the beginning, we have the lace section over here. And on the other side is the fingering section, which is the biggest section in the shop, which is our favorite weight. We carry yarns from all over the world, and mostly small independent dyers. We have yarn from Suburban Stitcher out in Houston, Texas. One of the shop favorites is Knitting for Olive. We carry her cotton wool base and the pure silk base, as well as her soft silk mohair in the lace weight section. So if you keep moving on into the store, it gets heavier, and we will see the sport weight section. Newest members to us is Circus Tonic Handmade, dyed in Australia, as well as Cowgirl Blues from South Africa. And continuing on, we have the DK weight section until we come to the middle of the shop, which is the worsted weight section. So nice medium weight. And we have been here in Dripping Springs for 10 years. And over those years, a vibrant fiber community has grown up around us. And our mission is to provide everyone with beautiful yarn and keep everybody hydrated. So welcome to the shop again. Here's Carrie. She's also here today answering questions. And if you were to continue walking back to the shop, you would see the bulky and super bulky back there. So let me walk y'all over to the table where we have knitting classes. We have switch cameras. So again, you're at the Sated Sheep, and I have my dear friend Maddie who's going to help out today. Hi. What we want to show you is our sun shower happy hour sample, the beautiful pattern that was provided by Laura Dobratz. And we made our sample out of Anzula squishy yarn, which Anzula is a dyer out in Fresno, California, and they are known for their luxurious fibers and vibrant hand dyeing. This is no exception. So we made our sample out of the Live Out Loud kit, and it's a full skein of black, along with this braid here of 8 mini skeins. We used 2 full skeins with the chain here, and one skein is 380 85 yards. And the chainette is 67 yards each per 8 colors, which would give you 536 yards. Okay, so we did modify to fit this yardage for the Sun Shower Happy Hour shawl. And if you were to buy the set from us, we would freely give you our notes on what we modified. But we have this color, but we also have white if you prefer that instead. And we also have a lot of different chainette colors as well, all online, of course. We also carry some squishy chainettes in a 5-pack. Again, it's 67 yards per mini skein, so the pack will get you 335 yards. I don't know if I shared the base with you. So very luxurious, very squishy, hence its name. The squishy skeinettes are 80% superwash, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. Beautiful yarn. We all worked on that sample here in the shop, and it was such a lovely feel on the hand. Okay, so we've got that. Also, this beautiful sweater back here is called Layer Cake by Hook Mountain Handmade. It was actually knit up by Maddie. It's hers. She used the chainette braid for the color work, and it was held double. So this will get you this, plus the color work on the sleeves. And the main color she used here for the black is Malabrigo Rios, another store favorite. Next to that is the flip side tee, also done in the braid. I believe this was held single, right? This is held single. Right. So this is true fingering weight, and it's flip side tee by Tana's Fiber Arts. Great shop. Favorite here. We all did a knit along for this one and loved it. All right, that's what I have to show you with Anzula. So next, I would love to share with you Maddie's lovely tee called the Eyelet Raglan, and it is a top down raglan by Layla Raven. All of these, of course, these patterns are found on Ravelry. This is done in beautiful Anzula as well. So if you scoot over a little bit, Maddie's actually twinning it up here with another beautiful eyelet raglan. This one is done in Silky Yak. Silky Yak is another yarn I'd love to share with you. I'm also wearing Silky Yak. It is dyed by Shangdrop. She's a dyer out in Taiwan. 50% silk and 50% yak that is sourced from Tibet. And actually, Shangdrop means northern nomad in the Tibetan language.
And the name of yours is Fairy Tale?
Yes, I am wearing Fairy Tale sweater by Knitting for Breakfast. And this one behind me is also knit out of Silky Yak. And this one is called the Muka Pullover by Eri Shimizu. For this one, can't forget this one. I'm in love with this one. Our dear friend Bridget knit this one up. I'm obsessed with the color and the drape and just the way it fits. It's called Sailor's Tee, and it's a pattern by Hannah Rimmon. I will be wearing this in the future. I'm so going to copy that. Okay, so Silky Yak is a beautiful yarn, guys. It is vibrantly dyed. We have a lot of the colorways here. And it's a generous 510 yard skein. I would say it's a light fingering weight.
Oh,
yeah. Super drapey. It's a great, nice yarn. But you can see her colorways here. This one I just saw today and I'm in love. It's called Waking Life. And this one is called The Stars Floating in the Solitary Universe. So beautiful pairing, beautiful speckles. We have more here. I don't know if you are interested in the colorway names, but they are really a lot of fun. This one is called Ophelia. This is Electric Lime. Here we have Train Rail in the Mountain, and it pairs beautifully with palak paneer. Of course, it pairs beautifully with velveteen caramel overall as well. So we just love this dyer. This is another gorgeous one. Misty Pine Woods. And this is a new one. I'm in love with this. This is called Tone of Night. There's a lot of depth. I'm not sure if you can see it over the camera, but there's a lot of depth to her dyeing, and it just translates beautifully. So let's move on. I'd like to share another yarn from Shangdrop. It is called Rami Silk Wool, and it's also fingering weight. It's 20% silk, 20% Rami, and 60% wool. And Rami is a plant fiber. These skeins are 459 yards per skein. An example of this, what Maddie is wearing, is the Chrysanthema shawl by Inez Sang. Beautiful. This used, I want to say, 2 skeins, if I'm correct.
2 blue, 1 of
two of the main color, which is the blue, and then 1 of the contrast colors. And it blocks beautifully. So we have that. And
mine.
Also, Carrie is wearing an Only blouse, and that's ONLI by Anka Strick. It knits up beautifully. Here is a cardigan called Calorica Cardigan by Rosemary Hill. I actually knit this one. And the main color is the Rainy Silk Wool by Shangdrop. And then all the contrasting colors are skeins that I had collected from Fiber Festival. So random for my stash. But
Did you know this one?
I did.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Okay, I might take it from you.
Yeah. I know where she lives, so it's okay. Okay, so I have to tell y'all before I forget, we do have a discount code for joining us today. I hope this presentation wasn't too scatterbrained. Yes, so the discount code is Fiberside 2024, and that will get you 25% off online and in store. So if you're local, just make sure you mention it. And if you're ordering online, make sure you put it in that discount code. It is good from today through August 25th. And sorry, it does not include needles, books, or beverages. So I think that's all I have. It went a lot slower. Oh, we also have the 2 prize winners who will get $25 gift certificate emailed to y'all. And our winners are Rebecca Meyerly from Stillwater, Minnesota, and Susan Levine in Orlando, Florida. Minnesota. Yes, we will be mailing you your gift cards this week. So, thank you. Mugs?
You have 2 minutes.
Okay, we have 2 minutes. Stretch this out. We have new merch, y'all. Mugs, which I own one, so I can tell you all about it. I love these guys. Mine is black at home. It hides my lipstick. Black on the inside so the coffee stains don't show. I've used it in the microwave, and I've also put it in the dishwasher. These are great. We will ship them to you.
Handmade.
And they're handmade. Handmade ceramic. Yeah, we just got them. We love them. That's about it. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. And if you're made it this far through the presentation, thank you so much. Thank you to Longmont for coordinating this as well.
You're very welcome. All right. Well done. Okay, you guys, if you don't have a cue that's going to last you to eternity, you haven't been watching this crawl. I keep writing down what I'm going to cast on next, and there's a long list. So We have a little bit ahead of time, but we're going to go straight over to Stacey Williamson at the center of the Yarniverse in Ashland, Virginia. Hi, Stacey.
Hi, I'm Stacey and I'm joined by Jenna. And welcome. We're from Center of the Yarniverse in Ashland, Virginia, and we're so excited. This is our second year participating in the Fiberside Summer Crawl. And thank you, Gail and Longmont, for putting this together for us. We really appreciate it. So this year we wanted to show some things that we put together just for y'all for the event, and some things that might be a little bit different than you would find at our shop and might not see other places. So this year we partnered with Keenan Hand-Dyed Yarns to put together some kits for you. So these are the kits. Each kit comes with 2 skeins of her superwash sock, along with a stitch marker, a soak sample for blocking your finished project, what Margaret calls a disco sticker, Center of the Yarniverse disco sticker, and this vinyl bag to hold everything together. And we have it in a few colorways. We also included some pattern suggestions. We have crochet, Tunisian crochet, and some knit pattern ideas. So you get to pick your craft and you have the flexibility of deciding what you want to do with these gorgeous skeins. So Jenna's got some colorways outside of the plastic so you can see what they are.
So they're gorgeous. So there are 4 different options. So pretty, all of them. It would be hard to pick just one. And we're certainly going to work with you all. If you have any questions, you can contact the shop and we can FaceTime with you or send pictures or what have you. But so here are the 4.
And we've got pictures of all the colorways and the pairings. So along with on the website too, if you click on it, the pattern links to the patterns are also there, so you can get an idea what they might look like worked up. So, and I know that Keenan, she is very popular. She's from Michigan, but she is a very popular dyer here in Ashland. Exciting news, just within the last month, we have become a flagship store for the state of Virginia for Circulo yarns. Circulo started in Brazil in 1938, so they have been around for quite some time, and they've got some amazing cotton yarns in various weights. So we were so excited. We wanted to show you some of the lines that we carry, along with some of the samples of how they work up.
But they also have wool. Not
they
just,
do have
not
wool.
just cotton.
No, So
mostly.
Mostly wool. We do have a DK non-superwash washable merino that feels amazing. It's great for color work and lots of things. I'm going to go in yarn weight order. So first is Anne, and Anne is a fingering weight cotton, 100% virgin Brazilian cotton. And we have this fabulous dress. It's the lily dress that is crocheted out of Anne. Next up in sport weight is Charmy. Also 100% virgin Brazilian cotton. Both of these are mercerized. Feel amazing. I wish you could touch and feel through the screen. And this is the lacy shawl. So just an idea, yes, you can have a shawl done in cotton. Where's the top?
We're upside down and backwards.
Yes. So it's just amazing. It's soft.
Has great drape.
A lot of stitch definition that you can really see. So this is Charmy, also great for sweaters, anything. Anything you want to make out of sport weight yarn. Another sport weight yarn, lots of fun. It's called Whoopee. And they come in these cakes, 100% cotton of gradient colors. And we do... Oh, I'm wearing it. I couldn't find the sample. It's because I'm wearing it. So this is a shawl done with 1 cake of Whoopee. I would share the pattern name, but Yvonne did it from a German YouTube video, so not helpful to most of our customers, but there is a similar crochet pattern called the virus shawl that looks very similar, that would look gorgeous in this yarn. Let's see what's next up. DK weight is jeans. Jeans is 100% cotton, and it gives you kind of a denim finish. We have a sample Oh no, she's on the mannequin who is so tall that her head is out of the shot. Let's see. So here we go. This is what jeans looks like worked up. So it's got a nice tonal, what would you call that, Marl, Jenna? Look to it. Very soft. Next up is the natural Max color. It is a worsted weight cotton. Super soft, good for blankets and good for sweaters. We have a sweater behind me. Oh, it's right here. This is the Everly sweater. Oh, yes, knit in the Max color. And then the last up.
And people are saying I'm out of view, but yep, you guys are good.
Okay.
It's about the yarn.
And then in love is the bulky weight cotton. Super soft. Get it up here so you can see this way. This yarn. And then we do have a sample. I don't know, Jenna. Can you see, Jenna?
Yeah, we were both supposed to be spotlighted, so I don't know if you guys can see it.
Let me see if how.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, for those of you who can't see me and this one, you might be on your phone.
There we go.
There it is.
So that's the In Love
Right
tee,
there.
and that's knit in a bulky
Super
weight,
cute.
and it is super soft.
Yeah, and this is great because this is cables, and so you can see that it gets really good stitch definition, which is lovely.
So we're excited to have this wide range of colors and weights and cotton yarns that are new to us.
Yeah.
It's been very well received, and it's, it's just staying warmer longer. So cotton is becoming a very popular fiber here.
Yeah.
One thing that is also new to us and very, very local is we have a local artist, Ricky Inge, who does rickrack embroidery.
Yes.
She does embroidery kits that are all-inclusive.
This way?
Yes. They're all-inclusive kits that come with everything you need, the hoop, obviously the fabric, the threads, the needle, everything. She even has knit and crochet designs that you can embroider.
And then she also has these beautiful, I'm going to show it on this side since they said they couldn't see me. These beautiful needle minders.
But they could also be used for all the knitters and crocheters too, if you want to stick it on something and keep your stitch markers. If you have, magnetic cable needles, anything like that would be great on this. And she is an Ashland native, so we are really excited to feature her items in the store. Let's see. Another local to us yarn, which we love, Meadowgate Alpaca Farm, is in Beaver Dam, Virginia, which is maybe 15 minutes from here. It's very close to Scotchtown, where Patrick Henry lived. So they have this yarn. We're the only yarn shop that carries their yarn. It's 100% alpaca. We have it in DK and worsted weights. It's gorgeous. It feels wonderful. It's great to work with. The other thing we love about this is that each skein comes with a little bio with photos of the animals and descriptions of them. And a lot of times, if it's multiple animals together, it could be a father-daughter mix. It could be two best friends. It's just a lot of fun. And fun fact, they were actually featured on a National Geographic Going for the Gold episode because they compete. They have their alpacas do competitions. And we have actually had one of their alpacas, Phoenix, come to the shop a couple times. Just adorable.
Mm-hmm. We love Phoenix.
Yes. All right. So here's another yarn that we love. It's not local to us. It's not specific to us, but we love it. So we wanted to share it with you. They are Freya hand paint yarns, and we have her fingering weight. It's 100% merino, non-mulesing merino in shawl balls and also minikins, which are like mini skein versions of the shawl balls. They come in lots of colors. And what's funny, I don't know if you pulled two of the same, but they're wound,
didn't.
some are wound outside in and the others are wound inside out. And sometimes when you look at them, you're like, wow, I like that one. I like that one so much more than that one. And then
Yeah.
you realize, wait a minute, it's the same thing.
So we'll
It's
like the same color, but I'm attracted to the opposite.
Right. Like Jenna's
Yeah.
like this one, like, oh, I like this one. Like,
And
oh,
then we were like, oh, they're the same color.
they're the same color. So this is great because they've got gorgeous gradients. Some are tonal, some are not. So they work well for shawls, color work, especially the minikins. If you want little things like the Alaska hat, I think would be gorgeous using the minikins. But we have a shawl here. It's actually Blended Like a Boss, designed by Jenna Heisner. She designed this shawl for mini skeins, so you could blend them together. But look how well the shawl ball works when you just use one gradient ball. So it just kind of shows you how it goes from one color to the next. Right. I feel like we're talking really fast, Jenna.
We've got a lot. We've got so much time.
when I get nervous, which I'm always nervous when I'm on this side of the camera, I tend to talk really fast.
That's right, because we have lots that we can tell, but we still have more yarn. We have more.
All right. So another thing that is kind of special to us, Trilogy Yarns, those of you on the West Coast are probably familiar with Nancy because she's from Washington State. She did a special colorway for us, and she named it Azalea Fields. So in springtime in Virginia, azaleas are out full force. They come in a variety of colors. So she did this beautiful colorway that kind of captures, oh, I always get these cameras. There we go. Capture the colors that you would see if you had a clump of azaleas.
Yeah.
And they come in 3 different bases. There is
Plush. There are 2 bases for fingering. So this one is plush. That is 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon.
And let me tell you that just that 10%
10%
cashmere, oh my gosh, it makes the best.
Yeah. And then there's
things.
Glamorous, that's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon.
So great for socks as a beautiful twist. And then she has her MCNDK, which is merino cashmere and a DK weight yarn. Feels lovely.
And I want to answer some of the questions. We've gotten some questions about the alpaca yarn. So it is, and it's on our website, but it's Meadowgate alpacas. And someone else asked if it was non-superwash. Yes, it is non-superwash. It feels so good. And so if you guys are over here.
And we have some now, but they're waiting to get some new yarns back from the mill, and we're getting fingering weight. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah. And so we do also want to encourage you all. Stacey and I both do Facebook Live on Wednesdays, where we just kind of chat about what we might be working on. We want to know what you're working on. If anything new comes into the shop that we're just super excited to share with you, that's what we talk about. So if you can join us, it's Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern time, but you can always catch the replay, so that I hope you'll do that. Do you want to tell them about our offer?
Oh, yes, we do have an offer. And just to let you know, since last year at this time, we moved a whole half block away from our old location. So we're still in downtown Ashland, just a different space. So if you ever find yourself traveling through Virginia on I-95 and just need to pull off and take a break and stretch your legs, exit 92B, we would love to see you.
Yeah.
And we've got an offer for you. For all of you who have joined us today or who are watching the replay this week, we are offering 15% off through August 25th using the code Summer Crawl 2024, all caps. And Jen is going to put that in the comments for you. So thank you. And we have 2 gift card winners to announce. So you'll each be getting a $25 gift card from Center of the Yarniverse. It'll be an electronic gift card, so you'll get it emailed to you. So congratulations to Juanita Jean Bagnall of Florida and Mimi Seyfirth of Virginia. Congratulations.
It's awesome, y'all. All right. I think we also answered everybody's questions.
All right.
But yeah, we'd love to hear from y'all.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
We appreciate all of you who are joining all of the shops during the crawl.
Well done. Wonderful. Thank you both, Stacey and Jenna, for presenting. Okay, we're off. We're heading to the northeast to Newfoundland, Triton, Newfoundland, to see Lisa from Cast On, Cast Off. Welcome to Canada.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Gail and Cynthia and everybody else who's put this Fiberside Chats together. This has been wonderful, and I'm really honored and blessed to be a part of this. This is quite important for me to be a part of this. So I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to give you guys a little slideshow of where we are. Some people ask, where are you located? Are you in Nova Scotia somewhere? So I'm just going to give everybody just a quick overview of where we are and how we came to be in the northeast of Newfoundland. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but we're a special place. Okay, I don't know if everybody can see this, but this is a screenshot of Newfoundland, and we are the newest province to join Canada. Don't ask me the year. I can't remember. I think I'm not even going to go there. Bad. But Newfoundland and Labrador is up this way. We always say Newfoundland, but we forget to say Newfoundland and Labrador. Labrador is also a big part of this province, and Labrador is referred to as the Big Land. So we're a little tiny island here off of the island. So this is a little screenshot of our little town. Triton is a town that lies on Triton Island, just off the coast of Newfoundland. Again, we're on the northeastern side of the province, and the little tiny town here is really the economic center of Green Bay South, which encompasses several other small fishing villages. According to Stats Canada, back in 2011, we were about 800 people, and I want to say Triton has grown a little bit since then. We're probably just about shy of 1,000 people. Just to give you perspective, we are about 2.5 hours from Gander. So I think everybody is familiar with Gander. So Gander is about here, and we're about here. So moving right along, what draws people to our little village is the scenery. We are referred to as Scenic Green Bay South. We recently held a knitting retreat, and it was wonderful. Katie Noseworthy was our designer instructor, and this was the view from one of the participants' suites. So we are right on the Atlantic Ocean, and it is wonderful. So when we ask people to come to Cast On, Cast Off, if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, I'm often sharing the other things that there are to do here. Icebergs. We have icebergs, usually between the beginning of May to the end of June. That is, just to give you perspective, that is an iceberg that was in front of my house, and as the wind blows, the iceberg moves. So it was between Brighton, which is the next fishing village up the road from us here in Triton. So it was between Brighton and Triton. And then it was back and forth. So it draws a lot of tourists. Newfoundland is big on tourism. A lot of people flock to the island to see the icebergs. And of course, I want to say our wool shops that we have here on the island. Newfoundlanders pride themselves on the various crafts, knitted items, crochets, items, and of course, quilts. We have a sperm whale pavilion here in our village. It is very, very unique. This was found not too far from here. The bones were sent to Drumheller out in Alberta, just outside of Calgary. They were examined, put together, and then put back together. And this building was built just for this. It's a small museum that also attracts a lot of attention here in our small village. There's another photo for you. So really, what we pride ourselves on here for tourism is fishing, boat tours, or icebergs, a lot of whale activity in the spring and into the late summer into September. So I want to talk a little bit about my shop. I was a customer of Cast On Cast Off when it was located in St. John's, which is at the far east of the island. And suddenly the owner had announced that she was selling the store, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Where am I going to get my wool from? And I asked her, I said, are you selling it to somebody else? Is the shop moving? And she said, no, she was just closing it. I had recently just retired from the Army, and I thought, well, this could work, maybe. So we had a discussion. Long story short, I decided to move the shop out here to Triton. I took a leap, and here we are. I've made a few changes. There isn't or hasn't been a wool shop out in central Newfoundland. So here we are, and we've just celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and it has been wonderful. We offer, I want to say, the largest selection in different wools, different yarns, notions. We've actually had to move just about at the 1-year mark to a building behind my house because we grew so fast. So what makes us special here on the island? We have 2 custom colors that Katie started, and I decided to carry on. Over here on my left-hand side is called Bergy Blue, which of course is named after our icebergs here on the island. They are dyed for us by Briggs & Little, which is the oldest woolen mill in Canada. And the one over here is Bake Apple Jam, and that is named after a wild berry that grows on the island called Bake Apple Jam. They're small orange berries. So these are 2 very, very popular wools, 100% sheep wool. It's a 2-ply worsted weight that is done for us. Actually, I sold out of the Bergy Blue about a month ago. So I'm just waiting for the mill to be back in operation before I can get more. That is the Bake Apple and the Bergy Blue. If you follow the Saltwater Mittens group on Facebook, it features a lot of the knitted items featured in the Saltwater series that Shirley A. Scott and Christine Legros wrote, and several of the colors are featured in the knitted items that the ladies feature on that Facebook page. So fast forward a couple of months, I got creative and decided to come up with two more new colors. The one here is called Blueberry Jam, and the one on the right is called Strawberry Jam. Newfoundlanders love their tea, toast, and jam, so there you have it. There's Blueberry Jam a little bit close up. It has been another very popular and well-received color. Newfoundlanders love to knit with their Briggs and Little. This is dyed in the Heritage color, which is not as soft as the Briggs and Little Regal. And it goes hand in glove with a lot of the patterns that are done in the Saltwater series. And there you have the Strawberry Jam. So those colors are exclusive to cast on, cast off. Exciting news. I have 2 more exclusive colorways coming. This is the Newfoundland pitcher plant. It is our national plant / flower. And once the mill is back up and running, you will see a new colorway that is similar and complements the our provincial flower, and it will be called Pitcher Plant. It will be in the 2-ply worsted weight Briggs and Little Heritage. My love for Grossmore National Park, which is on the west coast of Newfoundland. I have been going there every year for many, many years. You will see a new green colorway coming named Grossmore, and that will be in the 2-ply worsted weight Heritage, dyed by Briggs and Little, exclusive for my shop as well. So that's just a sneak peek. Pitcher Plant and Grossmore. Fast forward, Newfoundland Guernsey was a book that was written by Mrs. Barbara Harper. She wrote the pattern to celebrate the 1,000-year landing of the Vikings on the very far north coast of Newfoundland at Lance Meadows. That pattern was shared in the Canadian Living magazine, March 2000. Her and I collaborated and we brought that pattern back to life. And we also brought in the plain colored Guernsey along with the matching hats. I have 2 minutes. That's my daughter wearing the new sweater that we redid. These are the Bake Apple Jam colors. Then we've decided, why not do the kids' sweater? These books are all available on my website. The children's book is available on our Ravelry page. Here's some of the children's sweaters using Briggs and Little. Then we went ahead and did the hat and mittens. That's my daughter wearing the hat and the mittens. Those patterns are available on the website. That's your your Blueberry Jam. Then we went ahead and said, why not do the dog patterns? Dog can have a matching sweater too. We collaborated with Turtle Pearl and we have our own store colors. I'm sure everybody's heard of Turtle Pearl. Those are available at the shop. We're sold out right now, but we have more coming. This color we have in the store It's called Socks from Away, and it was to celebrate the Broadway show Come From Away, which was originally started in Gander. Little Bay Island Mittens kits. That's another kit exclusive to our shop using Briggs & Little Regal. It commemorates a island that was recently resettled here in Newfoundland, which is not uncommon for a community to be resettled. There's some snaps of my shop, carrying most of the Cascade, Estelle brands, a lot of the other other shops carry, Tuku, and other staples. And we carry all the colors in the Briggs & Little, Regal, Heritage, and our thrummed mittens. Newfoundland blueberries, Bergie blue, bake apple jam, thrummed mittens. The fleece is Corriedale fleece, dyed for us by Handmade in Nova Scotia. Richard DeVries. And soon coming out a pattern done by Katie Noseworthy. This was the pattern that we did at our summer knitting retreat that will be exclusive to our shop that is knit in the Julie Asselin Lizu DK. It will be available soon. I'll make all announcements on our social media pages. I think we're out of time. And our promo code is Fiberside 2024. It'll take you 15% off everything regular priced in the shop.
Wow, wonderful. Lisa, I hope you're planning a retreat because it's already sold out. And do you have some winners to announce for your gift cards?
I do. Thank you for reminding me. Bettina Huffman from Savannah, Georgia, and Jean McLean from Easton, Massachusetts. Thank you.
All right, super. All right, there are a couple questions for you, Lisa, in the chat. If you could look at those, and we're going to go ahead and just wrap this up and say thank you to everyone here today joining us for the Fiberside Summer Crawl. A quick highlight of what's happening next week. We're going to visit Cowgirl Yarns in Laramie, Wyoming, Low Country Shrimp and Knits in Bluffton, South Carolina, Sheep to Stitch near Augusta, Georgia. That's a mobile yarn shop, and West 7th in Fort Worth, Texas. And just as a reminder, you will be getting a recording of today's event. It will be sent to you within 48 hours, often soon. And I want to just, again, announce the winners of our prizes today, the $25 gift cards. Patricia Larson and Carol Holkbor from Uncommon Threads, Rebecca Meyerly and Susan Levine from The Sata Sheet, Juanita Jean Bagnall and Mimi Seifert from Center of the Yarniverse, Bettina Huffman and Jean McLean from Cast On Cast Off. And look at this wonderful group of women who have presented today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Let's give some love and actually just unmute and say, hey, 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 you guys are great.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Great
Thanks,
presentation.
you guys.
so
Great
much.
presentations.
Really good. Thank you.
Really enjoyed it.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.